I want to take just a few minutes to update the American people on the attempted terrorist attack that occurred on Christmas Day.
And I would like to ensure all of our allies in Yemen and Nigeria and other parts of the Holy Islamic Ummah that Christmas is just another day. It's not a holy day, it's just a holiday.
I spoke again this morning with Attorney General Eric Holder.
I thanked Attorney General Eric Holder for his stalwart efforts defending our terrorist allies.
The Secretary of Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano.
Reprimanding the old white woman for getting the story all fucked up. The system worked, the system didn't work. As long as I'm president, the system will not ever work any better than it worked this time. Terrorists can be assured that they can come over here with confidence, attempt to blow themselves up, fail to do so, and be taken into custody by a civilian law enforcement and criminal courts infrastructure, be afforded proper housing in our prison system, where they get together with like minds and take over this country from the inside, with my help, God willing. Assalamu alaikum.
Here's what we know so far.
This is what we know so far. Like Bill Cosby there, me and my brother Russell, I slept with. Back in Philadelphia in the good old days, way back when, with Fat Albert and old Weird Harold and Bucky. Baby, if the baby would be blow me up over deep Detroit, nobody would have ever heard a fucking thing about me, yeah, but.
On Christmas Day, Northwest Airlines Flight 253 was en route from Amsterdam to Detroit.
The flight number and where it departed from and where it was going to, as if he was some sort of spokesman or media.
A passenger allegedly tried to ignite an explosive device on his body, setting off a fire. Thanks to the quick and heroic actions of passengers and crew, the suspect was immediately subdued, the fire was put out, and the plane landed safely. The suspect is now in custody and has been charged with attempting to destroy an aircraft.
Which I could get charged with. If I were to wander upon the tarmac, then go to an aircraft with a hammer in my hand and start banging on the fuselage, hell, I might be charged with destroying an aircraft. Because I've already put some dents in it, right? One big difference between me and that guy is that I was on the ground and he was in the air. So, when he not only attempted to destroy an aircraft, but if he succeeded in destroying an aircraft, he would have also destroyed about 278 lives that were aboard the aircraft at the time. Besides that, now he'd be free with his 72 virgins, hypothetically. Abdullah Zabidabulabula from Nigeria. His father warns the U.S. government that his son decided to become a jihadist. And the people at the U.S. government said, oh, really? Okay, well, we'll look into that. We were further informed by His Excellency.
And a full investigation has been launched into this attempted act of terrorism.
The investigation's ongoing, and so is the jihad.
And we will not rest until we find all who were involved and hold them accountable. And this was a serious reminder of the dangers that we face and the nature of those who threaten our homeland. The American people should be assured that we are doing everything in our power to keep you and your family safe and secure during this busy holiday season.
I would also like to inform the American people of their inevitable impending doom, to succumb to the peaceful religion of Islam or die trying.
Somewhere in Indonesia or Kenya, some villages are missing their idiot.
I've ordered the following actions to be taken.
It's always about I.
I directed that we take immediate steps to ensure the safety of the traveling public. All flights still in the air were secure and could land safely. We immediately enhanced screening and security procedures for all flights, domestic and international. We added federal air marshals to flights entering and leaving the United States, and we're working closely in this country, federal, state, and local law enforcement, with our international partners.
I ordered this and I ordered that.
I've ordered 2 important reviews because it's absolutely critical that we learn from this incident and take the necessary measures to prevent future acts of terrorism.
Barack Hussein Obama says, I ordered this, and I have declared that, and I have decreed, and I have seen to it, and I am marshaling forces, and I am the one who deserves the credit, and I am the one who does not deserve the blame. See, if a Republican president ever said that, they're looked at as some kind of a despotic dictator and fascist, conservative, right-wing, lunatic tyrant who uses the Constitution as toilet paper and sends your children to their deaths so that he and his cronies can make money selling oil, plundering the resources of sovereign third world nations who never did nothing wrong to us ever.
I've ordered a thorough review of the overall watch list system and how it can be strengthened. We'll examine all screening policies, technologies, and procedures. We need to determine just how the suspect was able to bring dangerous explosives aboard, steps we can take to thwart future attacks. I've directed my national security team to keep up the pressure on those who would attack our country.
He's regarded as a take-charge type of leader who knows what needs to be done. Delegating authority, getting the job done, accomplishing the mission. Hoorah. Or should I say, Allahu Akbar? Anyway.
We do not yet have all the answers about this latest attempt.
The United States will do more than simply strengthen our defenses. We will continue to use every element of our national power.
Like talking, sanctions.
To disrupt, to dismantle, and defeat the violent extremists who threaten us.
Whether they are from Afghanistan or Pakistan, Yemen or Somalia, or anywhere where they are plotting attacks against the U.S. homeland.
So in response to this terrible thing, which incidentally only took him 3 days to get on TV and talk about, where you can't keep him off TV any other damn time, he seems to always take his time getting around to Islamic extremists. You know, Major Hassan, the Fort Hood tragedy, the freaking lone gunman who shot 53 people and, killed 13 of them and injured 40 or something like that. Before announcing anything that everybody was waiting to listen to him about regarding that matter, he had to give a shout out to some old Indian chief. Remember that? And then this time, can't be bothered because he surfs up. A good day to go golfing. Now he goes on TV today telling you how all kinds of extra stuff's being done. The Homeland Security color thing, the alert status remains the same. See, with this guy, things just don't add up.
We should remain vigilant, but also be confident. Those plotting against us seek not only to undermine our security, but also the open society and the values that we cherish as Americans. This incident, like several that have preceded it, demonstrates that an alert and courageous citizenry are far more resilient than an isolated extremist. As a nation, we will do everything in our power to protect our country. As Americans, we will never give in to fear or division. We will be guided by our hopes, our unity, and our deeply held values.
Explaining what that means. We will practice unity by taking a stand and taking action on a course that promotes his values. In the end, Obama wants to comfort the American people in the same way that George Bush was so maligned and criticized for doing by just telling them not to live in fear and go about their business. Shithead here just did the same exact thing.